Talk, talk. They decided to talk about their plans for the upcoming project. They decided to talk about their plans for the upcoming project. Converse, converse. Over coffee, they began to converse about their shared interests. Over coffee, they began to converse about their shared interests. Communicate, communicate. It's essential to effectively communicate your ideas in a team setting. It's essential to effectively communicate your ideas in a team setting. Express, express. At the press conference, the spokesperson will express the company's official stance on the matter. At the press conference, the spokesperson will express the company's official stance on the matter. Discuss, discuss. The group gathered to discuss the details of the upcoming event. The group gathered to discuss the details of the upcoming event. Articulate, articulate. The speaker was able to articulate complex concepts in a way that the audience could understand. The speaker was able to articulate complex concepts in a way that the audience could understand. Verbalize, verbalize. It's important to verbalize your thoughts during a brainstorming session. It's important to verbalize your thoughts during a brainstorming session. Voice, voice. Employees were encouraged to voice their opinions during the team meeting. Employees were encouraged to voice their opinions during the team meeting. Narrate, narrate. The author was invited to narrate excerpts from her latest novel at the literary festival. The author was invited to narrate excerpts from her latest novel at the literary festival. Speak up, speak up. Don't hesitate to speak up if you have any concerns or suggestions. Don't hesitate to speak up if you have any concerns or suggestions. Enunciate, enunciate. During the language workshop, the instructor encouraged participants to enunciate their words accurately to improve their overall communication skills. During the language workshop, the instructor encouraged participants to enunciate their words accurately to improve their overall communication skills. Hear, hear. Can you hear the birds chirping outside? Can you hear the birds chirping outside? Pay attention, pay attention. It's important to pay attention during the lecture to grasp the key concepts. It's important to pay attention during the lecture to grasp the key concepts. Be attentive, be attentive. In class, it's crucial to be attentive to the teacher's instructions. In class, it's crucial to be attentive to the teacher's instructions. Give ear to, give ear to. The wise elder urged the young ones to give ear to the lessons of experience. The wise elder urged the young ones to give ear to the lessons of experience. Lend an ear. Lend an ear. When your friend is going through a tough time, it's important to lend an ear and offer support. When your friend is going through a tough time, it's important to lend an ear and offer support. Take in. Take in. As she sat by the riverbank, she allowed herself to take in the soothing sounds of nature, fully appreciating the rustling leaves and the gentle flow of the water. As she sat by the riverbank, she allowed herself to take in the soothing sounds of nature, fully appreciating the rustling leaves and the gentle flow of the water. Absorb. Absorb. As the professor spoke, the students tried to absorb every detail of the lecture to excel in their studies. As the professor spoke, the students tried to absorb every detail of the lecture to excel in their studies. All ears. All ears. When the expert started sharing insights, the audience was all ears, eager to learn from the experience. When the expert started sharing insights, the audience was all ears, eager to learn from the experience. Eavesdrop. Eavesdrop. She couldn't help but eavesdrop on the heated conversation taking place in the next room. She couldn't help but eavesdrop on the heated conversation taking place in the next room. Tune in. Tune in. Make sure to tune in to the radio station at 7 p.m. to listen to the live broadcast of the concert. Make sure to tune in to the radio station at 7 p.m. to listen to the live broadcast of the concert. Peruse. Peruse. Curled up in the cozy corner of the bookstore, she took her time to peruse the pages of the latest bestseller, immersing herself in the captivating narrative. Curled up in the cozy corner of the bookstore, she took her time to peruse the pages of the latest bestseller, immersing herself in the captivating narrative. Scan. Scan. After receiving the lengthy report, she decided to scan it quickly to get an overview of the main findings before diving into the details. After receiving the lengthy report, she decided to scan it quickly to get an overview of the main findings before diving into the details. Look through. Look through. He took the time to look through the textbook, skimming the chapters to identify key concepts for a more focused study. He took the time to look through the textbook, skimming the chapters to identify key concepts for a more focused study. Skim. Skim. Pressed for time, she decided to skim through the article, capturing the main points without delving into the details. Pressed for time, she decided to skim through the article, capturing the main points without delving into the details. Review. Review. Before publishing the report, it's essential to review the content for accuracy. Before publishing the report, it's essential to review the content for accuracy. devour, devour. The book was so captivating that she couldn't help but devour it in one sitting. The book was so captivating that she couldn't help but devour it in one sitting. Wade through, wade through. Before the presentation, he had to wade through a sea of data to distill the key findings for the audience. Before the presentation, he had to wade through a sea of data to distill the key findings for the audience. Compose, compose. With inspiration striking, he began to compose a heartfelt letter to express his gratitude. With inspiration striking, he began to compose a heartfelt letter to express his gratitude. Note down, note down. In the meeting, she made sure to note down important action items and deadlines to stay organized. In the meeting, she made sure to note down important action items and deadlines to stay organized. Jot down, jot down. While attending the conference, he took a moment to jot down insightful ideas and observations in his notebook. While attending the conference, he took a moment to jot down insightful ideas and observations in his notebook. Scrawl, scrawl. Unable to find a proper notebook, he had to scrawl his thoughts on a piece of scrap paper during the impromptu brainstorming session. Unable to find a proper notebook, he had to scrawl his thoughts on a piece of scrap paper during the impromptu brainstorming session. Scribble, scribble. In a hurry, she had to scribble a quick reminder on a sticky note before rushing out to her next meeting. In a hurry, she had to scribble a quick reminder on a sticky note before rushing out to her next meeting. Inscribe, inscribe. The artist chose to inscribe a meaningful quote onto the base of the sculpture, adding a thoughtful touch to the artwork. The artist chose to inscribe a meaningful quote onto the base of the sculpture, adding a thoughtful touch to the artwork. Write down, write down. Don't forget to write down your thoughts in a journal to reflect on later. Don't forget to write down your thoughts in a journal to reflect on later. Commit to paper, commit to paper. In the quiet of the library, she felt compelled to commit to paper the poignant reflections that had lingered in her mind for days. In the quiet of the library, she felt compelled to commit to paper the poignant reflections that had lingered in her mind for days. Spectacular, spectacular. He scored a spectacular goal in the second half. He scored a spectacular goal in the second half. Magnificent, magnificent. She looked magnificent in her wedding dress. She looked magnificent in her wedding dress. Stunning, stunning. A viewing platform gave stunning views over the valley. A viewing platform gave stunning views over the valley. Awe-inspiring. Awe-inspiring. Her knowledge of computers is quite awe-inspiring. Her knowledge of computers is quite awe-inspiring. Remarkable. Remarkable. It was a remarkable achievement for such a young player. It was a remarkable achievement for such a young player. Extraordinary. Extraordinary. It's extraordinary that he managed to sleep through the party. It's extraordinary that he managed to sleep through the party. Mind-blowing. Mind-blowing. The special effects in this movie are pretty mind-blowing. The special effects in this movie are pretty mind-blowing. Exceptional. Exceptional. We've enjoyed an exceptional run of fine weather recently. We've enjoyed an exceptional run of fine weather recently. Stupendous. Stupendous. The roar of the explosion was stupendous. The roar of the explosion was stupendous. Sublime. Sublime. The location of the hotel is sublime. The location of the hotel is sublime. Standard. Standard. White is the standard colour for this model of refrigerator. White is the standard colour for this model of refrigerator. Typical. Typical. The weather at the moment is typical for July. The weather at the moment is typical for July. Normal. Normal. It's perfectly normal to feel like this. It's perfectly normal to feel like this. Usual. Usual. He's not his usual happy self this morning. He's not his usual happy self this morning. Common. Common. Rainfall is quite common in the winter months. Rainfall is quite common in the winter months. Habitual. Habitual. David took his habitual morning walk around the garden. David took his habitual morning walk around the garden. Customary. Customary. It is customary to offer a drink or a snack to guests. It is customary to offer a drink or a snack to guests. Hilarious. Hilarious. We thought it was hilarious when we first heard about it. We thought it was hilarious when we first heard about it. Witty. Witty. She gave a witty, entertaining, and articulate speech. She gave a witty, entertaining, and articulate speech. Comical. Comical. That's a comical hat you're wearing. That's a comical hat you're wearing. Amusing. Amusing. He always exaggerates to make his stories more amusing. He always exaggerates to make his stories more amusing. Humorous. Humorous. His humorous remark made everyone laugh. His humorous remark made everyone laugh. Hysterical. Hysterical. It was absolutely hysterical. I've never laughed so much. It was absolutely hysterical. I've never laughed so much. As well. As well. The mind needs exercise as well as the body. The mind needs exercise as well as the body. Likewise. Likewise. The food was excellent. Likewise, the wine. The food was excellent. Likewise, the wine. Additionally. Additionally. A new contract is in place. Additionally, staff will be offered a bonus scheme. A new contract is in place. Additionally, staff will be offered a bonus scheme. In addition. In addition. She gets various perks in addition to her wages. She gets various perks in addition to her wages. Plus. Plus. He has a sense of humour plus tolerance and patience. He has a sense of humour plus tolerance and patience. Moreover. Moreover. They knew the painting was a forgery. Moreover, they knew who had painted it. They knew the painting was a forgery. Moreover, they knew who had painted it. Besides. Besides. We have lots of things in common besides music. We have lots of things in common besides music. Regarding. Regarding. I had nothing to say regarding the matter. I had nothing to say regarding the matter. Concerning. Concerning. I spoke to him concerning his behaviour. I spoke to him concerning his behaviour. With regard to. With regard to. The company's position with regard to overtime is made clear in their contracts. The company's position with regard to overtime is made clear in their contracts. In reference to. In reference to. I am writing to you in reference to the job opening in your department. I am writing to you in reference to the job opening in your department. With respect to. With respect to. I am writing with respect to your letter you sent me. I am writing with respect to your letter you sent me. Completely. Completely. Wait until the paint has completely dried. Wait until the paint has completely dried. Entirely. Entirely. The sofa was entirely occupied by two large cats. The sofa was entirely occupied by two large cats. Fully. Fully. I'm not sure that I fully understand. I'm not sure that I fully understand. Totally. Totally. He was unqualified and totally inexperienced. He was unqualified and totally inexperienced. Purely. Purely. The purpose of the meeting was purely to give information. The purpose of the meeting was purely to give information. Constantly. Constantly. The information system is constantly refined and updated. The information system is constantly refined and updated. Every time. Every time. We lose skin cells every time we wash our hands. We lose skin cells every time we wash our hands. All the time. All the time. I'm tired of having to pretend all the time. I'm tired of having to pretend all the time. Without fail. Without fail. My mother goes to church every week without fail. My mother goes to church every week without fail. Anyhow, anyhow. He told me not to buy it, but I bought it anyhow. He told me not to buy it, but I bought it anyhow. Regardless, regardless. The weather was terrible, but we carried on regardless. The weather was terrible, but we carried on regardless. Nevertheless, nevertheless. Our defeat was expected, but it is disappointing nevertheless. Our defeat was expected, but it is disappointing nevertheless. Nonetheless, nonetheless. His face is serious, but nonetheless very friendly. His face is serious, but nonetheless very friendly. Following, following. He was discharged from the army following his injury. He was discharged from the army following his injury. Next, next. They are uncertain about what to do next. They are uncertain about what to do next. Later, later. Only later did she realize her mistake. Only later did she realize her mistake. Subsequently, subsequently. The book was subsequently translated into 15 languages. The book was subsequently translated into 15 languages. Humongous, humongous. Do you think I'm making a humongous mistake? Do you think I'm making a humongous mistake? Massive, massive. The roof is supported by 8 massive stone pillars. The roof is supported by 8 massive stone pillars. Huge, huge. There was a huge hole in the road. There was a huge hole in the road. Immense, immense. He made an immense amount of money in business. He made an immense amount of money in business. Colossal, colossal. They were asking a colossal amount of money for the house. They were asking a colossal amount of money for the house. Enormous, enormous. There was an enormous oak table in the centre of the room. there was an enormous oak table in the centre of the room. Large, large. The postman brought me a large package. The postman brought me a large package. Gigantic, gigantic. The new airplane looked like a gigantic bird. The new airplane looked like a gigantic bird. Substantial, substantial. The team has raised substantial sums of money for local charities. The team has raised substantial sums of money for local charities. Little, little. I'm going to go for a little walk. I'm going to go for a little walk. Tiny, tiny. The baby gripped my finger with her tiny hand. The baby gripped my finger with her tiny hand. Petite, petite. His wife was a petite, dark-haired woman in her early 30s. His wife was a petite, dark-haired woman in her early 30s. Miniature, miniature. The child was playing with his miniature train. The child was playing with his miniature train. Teeny, teeny. I was just a teeny bit disappointed. I was just a teeny bit disappointed. Pocket-sized, pocket-sized. I keep a pocket-sized notebook with me at all times so I can jot down ideas. I keep a pocket-sized notebook with me at all times so I can jot down ideas. Intelligent, intelligent. I have not arrived at a very intelligent opinion on that matter. I have not arrived at a very intelligent opinion on that matter. Brainy, brainy. Her children are all very brainy. Her children are all very brainy. Clever, clever. People may be lured into buying tickets by clever advertising. People may be lured into buying tickets by clever advertising. Wise, wise. He thought it would be wise to accept the offer. He thought it would be wise to accept the offer. Bright, bright. She had a bright and bubbly personality. She had a bright and bubbly personality. Astute, astute. It was an astute move to sell just before prices went down. It was an astute move to sell just before prices went down. Glad, glad. I'm glad that the exams are over. I'm glad that the exams are over. Joyful, joyful. Christmas is such a joyful time of year. Christmas is such a joyful time of year. Pleased, pleased. I'm pleased that you have a new job. I'm pleased that you have a new job. Jolly, jolly. Everybody was in a very relaxed and jolly mood. Everybody was in a very relaxed and jolly mood. Cheerful, cheerful. Can we talk about a more cheerful subject? Can we talk about a more cheerful subject? Delighted, delighted. I was delighted to be invited to her party. I was delighted to be invited to her party. Elated, elated. I was elated by the prospect of the new job ahead. I was elated by the prospect of the new job ahead. Thrilled, thrilled. We were thrilled to hear your wonderful news. We were thrilled to hear your wonderful news. Miserable, miserable. My life would be miserable without you. My life would be miserable without you. Unhappy, unhappy. An unhappy home environment can affect a child's behaviour. An unhappy home environment can affect a child's behaviour. Downhearted, downhearted. He was very downhearted about the poor grades he got in school. He was very downhearted about the poor grades he got in school. Down, down. If you're feeling down, come over and have a chat. If you're feeling down, come over and have a chat. Depressed, depressed. I was a bit depressed by our apparent lack of progress. I was a bit depressed by our apparent lack of progress. Subdued, subdued. He seemed a bit subdued at lunch. Is he all right? He seemed a bit subdued at lunch. Is he all right? glum, glum. She was very glum and was obviously missing her children. She was very glum and was obviously missing her children. Calm, peaceful, calm, peaceful. Large, big, large, big. Strange, peculiar, strange, peculiar. Leave, exit, leave, exit. Cry, weep, cry, weep. Present, gift, present, gift. Easy, simple, easy, simple. False, untrue, false, untrue. Small, tiny, small, tiny. Rich, wealthy, rich, wealthy. Fast, quick, fast, quick. True, correct, true, correct. Select, choose, select, choose. Angry, mad, angry, mad. Start, begin, start, begin. Mistake, error, mistake, error. Sad, unhappy, sad, unhappy. Difficult, hard, difficult, hard. Scared, afraid, scared, afraid. Old, ancient, old, ancient. Get, receive, get, receive. Raise, lift, raise, lift. Near, close, near, close. Good, fine, good, fine. Stone, rock, stone, rock. Eat, consume, eat, consume. Rule, law, rule, law. safe, secure, safe, secure, baby, infant, baby, infant, trip, journey, trip, journey, happen, occur, happen, occur, yearly, annually, yearly, annually, end, finish, end, finish, huge, enormous, huge, enormous, fix, mend, fix, mend, enjoy, like, enjoy, like, house, home, house, home, store, shop, store, shop, see, look, see, look, mad, crazy, mad, crazy, ill, sick, ill, sick, help, assist, help, assist, total, entire, total, entire, naughty, disobedient, naughty, disobedient, empty, vacant, empty, vacant, middle, centre, middle, centre, child, kid, child, kid, one, single, one, single, road, street, road, street, pretty, beautiful, pretty, beautiful. Strategy, plan of action, strategy, plan of action, schedule, timetable, schedule, timetable, goods, merchandise, goods, merchandise, price, fee, price, fee, delivery, shipment, delivery, shipment, money, funds, money, funds, wage, salary, wage, salary, customer, client, customer, client, meeting, appointment, meeting, appointment, conversation, discussion, conversation, discussion, agreement, pact, agreement, pact, guarantee, assurance, guarantee, assurance, debt, arrears, debt, arrears, save, store, save, store, business person, entrepreneur, business person, entrepreneur, expand, enlarge, expand, enlarge, advisor, consultant, advisor, consultant, skill, expertise, skill, expertise, invest, put money into, invest, put money into, leader, chief, leader, chief, value, worth, value, worth, merge, combine, merge, combine, competitor, rival, competitor, rival, equipment, apparatus, equipment, apparatus, work, labour, work, labour, leaflet, pamphlet, leaflet, pamphlet, buyer, purchaser, buyer, purchaser, calculate, work out, calculate, work out, cancel, call off, cancel, call off, permission, consent, permission, consent, develop, evolve, develop, evolve, answer, respond, answer, respond, discount, deduction, discount, deduction, distribute, hand out, distribute, hand out, area, sector, area, sector, worker, employee, worker, employee, boss, employer, boss, employer, situation, circumstances, situation, circumstances, evidence, proof, evidence, proof, succeed, prosper, succeed, prosper, propose, suggest, propose, suggest, summary, synopsis, summary, synopsis, pass, permit, pass, permit, refund, pay back, refund, pay back, teaching, training, teaching, training, start, begin, start, begin, guidance, advice, guidance, advice, trainee, apprentice, trainee, apprentice, vacancy, opening, vacancy, opening, input, put in, input, put in, tell, inform, tell, inform, grow, increase, grow, increase, topic, subject, topic, subject, thing, item, thing, item, update, modernize, update, modernize, watch, observe, watch, observe, voucher, coupon, voucher, coupon, problem, issue, problem, issue, current, latest, current, latest, create, produce, create, produce, team, group, team, group, bonus, reward, bonus, reward, office, workplace, office, workplace, tax, tariff, tax, tariff, efficient, well organised, efficient, well organised, signal, gesture, signal, gesture, friendly, approachable, friendly, approachable, brave, courageous, brave, courageous, flexible, adaptable, flexible, adaptable, honest, truthful, honest, truthful, essential, vital, essential, vital, occupation, profession, occupation, profession, job, position, job, position, yearly, annually, yearly, annually, outgoings, expenditure, outgoings, expenditure, request, demand, request, demand, company, firm, company, firm, data, statistics, data, statistics, incentive, motive, incentive, motive, hire, employ, hire, employ, durable, hard wearing, durable, hard wearing, result, outcome, result, outcome, error, mistake, error, mistake, idea, concept, idea, concept, provider, supplier, provider, supplier, evaluation, assessment, evaluation, assessment, part, component, part, component, mission, assignment, mission, assignment, income, revenue, income, revenue, faith, trust, faith, trust, specialist, expert, specialist, expert, goal, aim, goal, aim, normal, usual, normal, usual, patience, tolerance, patience, tolerance, manager, supervisor, manager, supervisor, task, piece of work, task, piece of work, system, method, system, method, share, portion, share, portion, smart, clever, smart, clever, finish, come to an end, finish, come to an end.